with the KX News Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 5, and here's a live look at a sunny afternoon here for a Friday across the KX Cam network, sitting in those low to mid 60s. Winds not bad at all out of the southwest, just 5 to maybe 10 miles per hour in some locations. Hardly any clouds whatsoever in the sky, and that should be the pattern for us as we push through the weekend. I want to go ahead and show this wonderful photo sent in by Jeffrey near Minot from a few days ago of a moose on the loose in the middle of a field. Pretty cool shots right there. And if you want to send us your photos to be featured on air or on social media, you can go ahead and do so using the QR code right about there. Gives us permission to use that, and who knows, you may even see your photo featured on KX News at a future date. Temperatures right now sitting in those 50s towards the eastern tier, but seeing more of that 60s signal for our central friends, and of course out towards the west, and a sign of things to come as we push into and through the weekends. Mid 70s towards Wolf Point should be the warmest area on the map over the next couple of days or so. And the overall jet stream pattern is what's called an omega block feature. So if you look up towards the far left corner here of the screen, this is the Greek symbol omega. And you can kind of see that pattern here in our overall jet stream flow. So if we follow the arrows here, showing the jet stream basically an omega-like feature across the entire central tier of the country, creating this really nice strong ridge across basically the entirety of the plains here, allowing all of this warm air to funnel northward, making it nice and toasty here for us as you push into Saturday, Sunday, and perhaps even into Monday of that next week. Looking ahead to tomorrow, warmer than today, lots of 70s here on the graphic, maybe even some 80s as far north as Rugby, towards Botno, out towards Crosby, but notice Wolf Point sitting at 86. Again, should be the warmest area on the map over the entire duration of that weekend. Mid 70s for our south central locations. And looking ahead to our Sunday, more of those 80s to the far north, mid 80s possible, even towards Botno, towards Crosby, and I even see a 90 for Wolf Point. Should be a very warm day towards the western tier and sit near 80 even for our southeastern and south central locations. We should be seeing some winds pick up though as you push into Sunday. Some wind gusts of 35 to even 45 or 50 miles per hour at times. So if you couple this along with the warming temperatures and the low humidity values, that's going to give us a fire risk for us as you push into Sunday afternoon. A moderate to high or very high risk for most of our southwestern and central locations. So got to watch this very carefully as we head into the back half of the weekend. May even see a few fire concerns tomorrow afternoon out towards the western tier as well. Looking ahead to our Monday though, some showers, some weak storms possible. It's too early right now to know if any of these will have severe potential, but of course we'll watch this very carefully as well as we head through the weekend and especially into Monday of next week. This may be our only shot for rain for at least the next 5 or 7 days, so hopefully we get something, especially for our far western locations. Looking at Williston's next 5 days overall, sitting pretty near 80 for Saturday, same thing for Sunday, 40% chance of those showers or storms into Monday, but sitting pretty even into the 60s and 70s for the first half of that next week. And Dickinson, much of the same 70s through Monday, may get to 80 for Sunday. We'll see how that pans out. And of course, we'll see those wind gusts 35 to 50 miles per hour for the back half of your weekend. And looking at Minot's next few days, sitting near 80 the next 3, pretty consistent overall. We'll see those wind gusts again pick up Sunday into Monday, but even seeing those 80s persist into Thursday and Friday of next week as that omega blocking pattern persists, or basically the entire duration of that next week. And looking at Bismarck, looking pretty good here. No 60s or 50s or 40s for the daytime highs for the next 7 days. Seeing upper 70s, a few 80s popping up in there, plenty of sun, and not much in the way of a chance for rain, but hopefully we get something out of Monday out towards the west, Joel.
So people who like the sunshine and the heat, this is some welcome news here for the next stretch.
Yeah, it's a little prelude to summer. It's a little early for the 80s right now, but it is May after all, and I like it being warm, so I'll take it for now for sure.
It's warm, but I guess not too hot just yet.
Right, it'll make for perfect conditions to mow that lawn, which is priority number 1 for me as we get into the week.
A lot of people getting caught up here. Kenny, thanks so much. And still to come on KX News at 5, something shiny, something